Let's head on down to the LEGO backlog and pick some sets to build today. So what have we got? Would it be something big like a modular building, or what else is lurking behind here? Is that Star Wars I see? More Harry Potter? City? Nope, today it's LEGO Avatar. Two sets right here. So we've got the big one here, 75573, the Floating Mountains Site 26, and a bit of a descriptive title, and then we've got this one, 75571, Neytiri and Thanator versus AMP Suit Quaritch. That's pretty cool, and when I found out that LEGO were making Avatar sets from the film, these were the things that I pictured them making, and I'm glad that they did, because I wanted the RDA Samson and Site 26 and the mech suit here. That's what I wanted. I don't really care for the rest of it, so these are the only ones I've got. So I'm going to build this one first, but I'll be honest with you, I only care about the mech suit. I don't really care about the wildlife or the Thanator. So I think, yeah, like, I don't know, maybe if they're separate bags, maybe I could just build that and sell these two? I don't know. And the back of the box is quite colourful, just showing a different look at what you get. So inside you do actually get 3 separate instruction booklets for each different thing, that's good. A sticker sheet, which is mostly all for the mech suit. Then you get the wildlife in bag 4, mech suit in bag 2 and 3, and then the Thanator in bag number 1, and there are 2 bag number 1s. I was hoping that the Neytiri minifigure wouldn't be in with this, but it kind of makes sense because I want the minifigure, but I don't want this. So they're looking at it. It's nice to get dark blue parts, so I could part it out maybe. But then I got that giant head thing, which I have absolutely no use for. And it's the same looking at the wildlife. There's some really nice parts in here. So do I part it out? Do I build it? Do I sell it? I'm just not sure. So I'm building the mech, and I got to this point where you apply a sticker, but it shows you in the movie where the sticker is and what this references to, although it's like a really low-res, blurry screenshot of the movie that just about makes it out that, oh yeah, this is from that. I've never seen LEGO do that before. Oh look, there's another low-res screenshot from the movie. So that's one set complete, and I decided not to build the Thanator because I think I'm just going to sell it instead. And if it doesn't sell, then maybe I will build it, but for now we've got the little wildlife scene, and of course the mech suit as well. But for the wildlife scene, to me, this could work well like underwater or something, like some underwater wildlife or something. So that looks pretty cool. But yeah, I do like the mech suit. So now we're on to this one here, the Floating Mountains with the RDA Samson. And then on the back of the box, it shows you some different scenes and what it looks like. Inside this one, you get 6 numbered bags, some extra parts, including the alien horse thing that I can't remember the name of, and the instructions are well protected in this envelope. And here it is, both of the 2 sets complete and built, obviously minus the Thanator from the mech set, which I haven't built. But here we go, you got the wildlife scenes, one of the horses there, and then obviously the RDA Samson, which is balancing up on this floating rock, which is represented by the clear piece that's meant to be floating. Obviously it's in the Floating Mountains. Then there's Site 26. But yeah, we got Jake and Norm in their avatars here, taking on Quaritch in his AMP suit. And the AMP mech suit here is pretty perfect, I'll be honest. The colour scheme's great, it looks pretty accurate. The only thing I don't like about it is the gaps on the side there, and obviously Quaritch isn't wearing a mask, so yeah, he's probably going to suffocate and die, but I guess you can just pretend that the windshield goes all the way around. It doesn't have posable knees, but it is still pretty posable. There are plenty of other joints, and it looks good in its standing pose. As for the horse thing, I forgot the proper name for it. Obviously you can connect a minifigure in there, you can connect these to the minifig's hairpiece, just like in the film, but the horse has 2. Obviously, only one of them connect to the minifigure, so the other one just kind of dangles weirdly. So you can connect the minifigure, it looks like they're holding it there, and as you can see, you connect it to the back of the hair, but then you've got this one that's just kind of sticking out way far because it doesn't have anywhere to go, so that's not great. The blue alien horse also doesn't have any posability, so what you see is what you get, you can't bend the legs or anything. Moving on to Site 26, it's definitely smaller than you would think, but then, you know, you kind of gathered that from the box, and I guess you could say it's from the part of the film where the Samson carries it off to the kind of more disclosed area where they're trying to get away from Quaritch, but even so it's still quite small, and there is no suggestion, there is no way for the Samson to lift Site 26, so you can't even reenact that scene from the film, so that's a little bit disappointing. Like, I know this probably couldn't carry that, but you know, it's fine. But speaking of carrying it, this set is not great for picking up because, yeah, the roof just detaches and it's part of this side wall here, but there are no studs. It just kind of sits on top, and given where it is, like when you pick the thing up, you're kind of grabbing the part that slides up, so you haven't really got much grip on it, which isn't great. But if you take the roof off and have a look inside, there's just enough room to fit 2 minifigures in there. You could probably fit a third one standing in the doorway. Obviously you got the little pod for Jake to go in there, and just his wheelchair just stays outside, and Grace can sit at her desk and do some work, or Jake can do there and film his video vlogs. And then moving around to the other side, there isn't really anything else to see other than this little monitor screen for when Jake's inside there, which I guess doesn't make sense if he's sitting right there, but you know. And that's what it looks like with the roof and the sidewall back on. I wish there was at least just a couple stands just to keep this down, so when you do pick up it's not so loose. But then also, if this was windows instead of just a wall panel, where it could be broken into, so although the mech suit comes in a separate set, you want to be able to reenact the scenes, right, and add all the sets together. So you want to have it near that scene by the end of the movie where the mech suit is coming to attack the site, and you know, you want to smash the window, but you can't do that with this. Another thing I would have liked to have seen, if there was at least some suggestion that this is part of a bigger unit, because obviously when the Samson does take it away to the other location, they only take half the base, so there's no suggestion that this is part of anything bigger, kind of this is a complete thing, which I guess is fine, but I would have liked to have seen some suggestion where like there's just another little side door or something, even if it's not, like, even if you can't open it, just the suggestion of it would have been nice. And then lastly, you have probably one of my favourite things about all these sets, the RDA Samson, which I've just left on there. You can connect it via that Technic pin into the holes there, so you can have it more securely based on that little stand, which is pretty cool. But it's all brick built, and out of the set, there was only one sticker in there for a computer screen, and all the other stickers are just added on for these details here for later in the movie when Trudy gets her Samson redecorated when she's helping Jake go against the RDA. It would have been nice if you could leave it blank and have the parts to leave it in the kind of all grey military style, but they don't do that here, so that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. But yeah, there's plenty of space. You probably fit about 6 minifigures in there, 2 in the cockpit and then plenty sitting in the middle and sticking out on the side. And for a size comparison, there's regular minifigure size with Grace standing next to the larger minifigure with Norm. So yeah, they're kind of the same size as the Toy Story 3 minifigures from many years ago, using the longer legs and longer arms. And we do get Jake in his human form and avatar form, but it would have been nice to get maybe Norm's human form or Grace's avatar. But overall, these are both pretty two nice sets, and they look great when you can connect them together. As you can see, all the landscape is designed where you can attach it to each other, and it makes a nice little scene. So I'm very happy with this. Let me know if you guys like this set, and thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now. Hey guys, just a quick one from me. If you could really help us out by sharing this video with your friends and sharing the channel, because we're really trying to boost our watch hours so we can reach monetization. Thank you.